It's Wednesday, and you know what that means.
Acknowledge me. Yeah.
What's up, guys? Before we get into today's video, I just wanted to say thank you for reaching 100 subscribers last week. Me and Nitro, aka Derek, made a goal to hit 100 subscribers this year, and we did it within a week. Which I gotta say thank you. We appreciate you, and we hope you still enjoy the content we're going to continue to put out this year. But let's get into the video.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel here with another episode of Wrestling Wednesday. Sorry I didn't get one posted up last week. Had some issues going on, but we are back this week with an episode. Before we get into anything else, breaking news. TikTok. As you all know, there are some TikTok creators who react to a lot of WWE content, and some of the content is starting to get taken down by WWE with some of the creators' videos. Like Conman167, he got some of his content taken down, and then we got Santi Zap, one of the big WWE reactors, got his TikTok channel completely banned from TikTok. So we see that they're starting to crack down on some of that. We're going to try to keep doing our content, which is really just stills and giving our thoughts on what happened. So unless they start taking that down, we're still going to be doing that on TikTok. But if they do, eventually we will keep doing it on YouTube for sure. But since we got the breaking news out of the way, let's get right into the top 3 topics. First things first, WWE releases superstars. As we've seen the likes of Baron Corbin, Tegan Knox, and Indy Hartwell be released this past week, right before SmackDown and Crown Jewel, which we know that SmackDown was already pre-recorded, but it just kind of sad to see that happened right before then, just because Indy Hartwell was on the pre-recorded episode of SmackDown this past Friday and showed up in one of the matches, and it just so happened that the news broke a couple days earlier, which kind of sucked to see. I really feel bad for Baron Corbin because he revitalized his career in NXT. It called out to be paired with Apollo Crews, and to be utterly released is just crazy, and I was loving to see the rebirth of Baron Corbin, but hopefully we get to see him pop up somewhere else. Hopefully not AEW, maybe TNA, but we will see what happens. Just sucks to see that all went down. Going into topic number 2, Montez Ford's frustrations. This past week, we also got to hear Montez Ford, let out some of his frustrations, what is going on with some of his and, the whole Street Profits booking right now, and it feels like the whole start and stop with their push is kind of crazy, especially when they were eventually teamed up with Bobby Lashley, which should have been something, especially when they were showing up to be heels, but they immediately turned them face. We know, I want to say it was like 2 years ago when we had Montez Ford getting that singles push a little bit to go after the United States Championship, and right there we saw that Montez Ford is capable of being a single star. He has the charisma, he has the in-ring ability, he has everything you look for in a single star, but I don't know if we're eventually going to get it. And not only that, with the Street Profits themselves, as we know, it's been 4 years since they had tag team championships, and just like the whole start and stop with their push, and like it seems like they're falling behind in the tag teams. I mean, they're doing a lot of things like going up against the Bloodline, but they've done that for the last couple years. As we know, he compared his frustrations with Kevin Owens, as he's been battling the Bloodline for 4 years, and it feels like his frustrations are valid just like his own. I would love to see, Montez get a push. I would love to just see the Street Profits be tag team champions again, because right now the tag division is not really doing much. They're barely even defending the titles. And last but not least, Netflix came out a couple days ago talking about what they hope to have on their show on Monday Night Raw when it comes to Netflix. They're hoping to have superstars such as Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, and Roman Reigns. Now, that is a tall order because those are three of your biggest superstars, your top merch sellers. Even though we know that in October, Jay was the top merch seller over Roman Reigns and CM Punk. But that's not here nor there. We're not talking about Jay today. Bars. But your big three stars, and they are hoping to have them on Raw when Netflix begins to run the show. Well, not run the show. You know what I mean. When Raw ends up on Netflix, they want those 3 stars. They hope to have those big 3 stars, and I hope that is not the case because you don't want those big three stars on the same show, especially if there's one that's not going to be on television. You know, especially with SmackDown going to be bumping up to 3 hours here soon. I don't think that's a good idea to have all 3 of them on the show unless you are able to counterbalance the roster. Because WWE has come out and said that they haven't had their roster set in stone for when Raw does appear on Netflix. They don't have the thing set in stone yet, so we don't know what's going to happen. But I really hope it doesn't have that effect where you have all 3 of those guys on Raw when it comes to Netflix. I feel like it's kind of selfish, but I don't know. They'll figure it out. What do you guys think of all the topics? Are you enjoying the content of the Wrestling Wednesday? I'm sorry. Comment below and let us know. Join the conversation. But until our next video, our next short, thanks for the support, and we'll see you later.